welcome to the Deep Dive. So, today we're diving into something a lot of you might find challenging. Navigating job interviews, right?
Yeah.
Especially if English isn't your first language. We get that it can bring this, extra layer of anxiety. You need guidance that actually works in the real world. So our mission here is simple. Pull out the really key nuggets from this amazing source we found. It's an interview script, basically, designed to make this whole process easier for non-native speakers.
Exactly. And what's really great about it, I think, is how actionable it all is. It's like a shortcut to feeling more confident, Instead of just theory, it gets straight to the point.
Right, cuts right through the noise.
Yeah.
And it tackles those classic, sometimes really tricky interview questions, like the big one, tell me about yourself. The source points out this super common mistake, right? Where people just give their entire life story.
Yeah, the chronology thing.
Exactly. And the script offers this, simple but kind of profound idea. Focus on your professional self, not your personal history.
Makes total sense. The interviewer, they really just want to know, can you do this job? Will you fit in with the team? Your professional background, that's what's relevant right then. Your life story? Maybe interesting, but doesn't answer their main question.
Precisely. And the script gives this perfect example answer. It's like, I'm a marketing graduate with 2 years of experience in content writing. I enjoy solving problems and working with teams to create creative campaigns. See? Short, sounds confident, totally focused. It strips away all the fluff. Okay, so let's switch it up. The script highlights 3 really essential SMART tips for interview success. First one sounds simple. Practice your answers aloud. But why isn't just thinking about them enough? What's the real difference when you actually say it?
That's a great point. And this is where the script's practical side really shines. When you practice out loud, you're building muscle memory, not just for what you're saying, but how it sounds. You catch yourself, where you might stumble or where the pronunciation isn't quite right, or maybe a phrase just feels awkward. You're basically training your mouth and your brain to work together. It's about fluency in actually speaking it.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. I remember way back just thinking through answers in my head. Then I tried saying them out loud and just completely tripped over words I thought I knew. It's a huge difference. Okay, second tip from the script. Use simple, clear English. It really pushes this idea that clarity is confidence. But why is it so important, especially for non-native speakers, to maybe resist trying to sound too fancy?
Well, it builds trust almost instantly. And honestly, it just makes it easier for everyone. When you're speaking a non-native language, adding complexity is like a double challenge, right? It's harder for you to say it perfectly, and it's harder for the interviewer to follow quickly. Simple, direct language lets your actual ideas and your personality, come through much clearer. They're not looking for a walking dictionary. They want clear thinking, clear communication. Being simple shows you're confident in your message, not just trying to impress with big words. And that's persuasive. And that connects really well to the third tip, which is all about showing you're genuinely interested. The script says, research the company, then prepare one question to ask them. This isn't just, ticking a box. It shows you actually care, you took initiative. It proves you're invested in this opportunity, not just any job. Maybe ask something specific, like, I saw your recent project on X. Can you tell me a bit more about how the team tackled a specific challenge? Shows you did your homework.
Yeah, that genuine engagement piece is so key. Okay, so we've covered the intro, the general tips. What about that other classic question? Why do you want to work with us? People can get tripped up here too. The script advises, basically, avoid generic compliments. Instead, it suggests something more like this structure. I followed company names work on specific project, and I really admire your commitment to company value, like sustainability. My skills and your skill, like problem solving, seem like a great fit for team's goal, and I'm really excited about contributing to desired outcome. See how it makes that connection really concrete? It's not just saying, I like your company. It shows why your motivation makes sense for them.
Exactly. It shows you've thought about their actual needs and how you specifically can contribute. It moves beyond just, wanting a job. And really, when you boil it all down, the most powerful advice from the script, I think, comes down to 2 things. Focus on connection, not perfection. And remember that mistakes are normal.
That's good advice. Connection, not perfection. Mistakes are normal. So thinking about that. So what does this mean for you listening beyond just the job interview context? How could embracing that mindset connection over perfection, valuing clarity, how could that maybe apply elsewhere? In other parts of your life where communicating confidently in English could really open some doors, something to think about.